What's up, y'all? It's time for another edition of Yeehaw or Yee Nah. This one's gonna be super quick. The way this show works is I just take a bunch of new country songs that have come out and say how I feel about them. It's pretty freaking simple. I love hearing from you, so leave your thoughts on these songs in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't been here, and let's get started. First song is the return single from the brothers Osborne called All Night.
I got the all, y'all got the night. All night.
I'm a huge Brothers Osborne fan. I absolutely loved Port St. Joe and think it is an incredibly underrated record. On their new song All Night, they've got this almost disco energy mixed with this kind of funky, fat guitar sound. This is definitely a showcase for the electric guitar playing. And that gives this song a really fun vibe and really awesome groove. Lyrically, this song leaves me wanting a lot more. The whole hook of y'all bring the all, I'll bring the night. I guess it's fun to say, but it's also really stupid. So this song gets the strongest yee it could get, but it's not quite a yeehaw. But I like it. Then we've got When You're My Age from Lori McKenna.
You'll outgrow your shoes. You'll outgrow your bed.
As y'all know, Lori McKenna is one of my absolute favorite songwriters. Her song People Get Old was my #1 song of 2018, and this can really be seen as a companion piece to that. Whereas People Get Old was thinking about her father, this is looking down a generation, and Lori McKenna is saying what she wishes for her children.
Even when you're my age.
The substance of the lyrics is here. Lori McKenna's kind of trademark, matter-of-fact delivery is there, but I don't think this song really reaches the heights of People Get Old when it comes to the specificity in the lyrics. It's much more generic. It's much more kind of humble and kind, but it's still beautiful. I'll give it a light yeehaw. After that, we got the Woah Down, which is a new song from Chingy featuring a duo called Meg and Tyler.
It's a roll down, it's a showdown. Everybody.
This song is kind of cringe personified. This is trend chasing, everyone trying to get in on the country trap trend. No! And now we got these big music videos with dancers. Megan Lindsay, who I knew from Steel Magnolia, and then from her time on The Voice as a solo artist, I guess in a duo now. They don't seem enthused to be in the music video, and I get why. I wouldn't be excited either if I was just in a cash grab of a song that was trying to use the aesthetics of country music to help Chingy have a career comeback. It's a huge yee nah. Then I want to talk about the new song from Tim McGraw called I Called Mama.
I call mama.
Tim McGraw is continuing his hilarious tradition of releasing a terrible lead single and then following that with a great song. On Sundown Heaventown, he started with Lookin' for That Girl, one of my worst songs of the decade, and then followed that with Meanwhile Back at Mama's, one of my best. On Damn Country Music, he started with The Utterly Forgettable Top of the World and then followed that with Humble and Kind. And I don't know whether the lead single of Tim McGraw's latest project is Neon Church or Thought About You or Way Down, but neither of them are great songs. I Called Mama captures the magic of Tim McGraw.
I stopped off at a Texaco, bought a Slim Jim and a Coke.
There's absolutely nothing groundbreaking about this song from a lyrical standpoint. It's a very sweet song about stopping at a Texaco, getting a Slim Jim and a Coke. It's playing on the nostalgia of calling your mom and wanting to go back to your hometown. That said, it's very tastefully done, the production is beautiful, and I will take it because this is a great sound for Tim McGraw that doesn't feel trend chasing or overproduced. So I'm into it. I'm going to give it a light yeehaw. There's also 2 new songs from Garth Brooks that he just released. There's Party Graw and another one that are from his new album, Fun. And when I say new album, I don't mean new album. I mean the album that has now been pre-ordered for over 2 years that he still hasn't released. They're on Amazon Prime. They're very Garthish, fun, party songs. I like them.
I like that.
But I'm not really gonna spend much time on them because not everyone can hear them. That's like Garth's thing, making his music super exclusive. There's a couple quarantine songs that I want to talk about. The first is War With My Mind by Flatland Cavalry.
Down in the trenches at war with my mind.
Flatland Cavalry is absolutely one of my favorite bands for their heartfelt, honest lyrics and pleasant, beautiful music that's easy on the ears and heavy on the heart. War With My Mind absolutely continues that tradition. It's beautiful. It's about anxiety and mental health and how he feels at war with himself. It is so gorgeous. Big yeehaw. Another great quarantine song is Gabe Lee's Talk to You.
Nothing else that I can do. I sit right here and talk to you.
Whew. Whew, this is a pretty one, and it's a real one. It's about quarantine kind of getting to you and challenging your faith and your ability to feel hopeful. It's got the loveliest guitar, and I so enjoy Gabe Lee's vocal style. Another big yeehaw. The final one I want to talk about is the big one, and it's Luke Combs' song 6 Feet Apart.
I miss my mom, I miss my dad, I miss the road, I miss my...
I think this song is fabulous. Luke Combs wrote it with Rob Snyder and Brent Cobb, and it really captures this strange cultural moment that we're in so well. This song is a longing, a plea for a time when we're not all going to be 6 feet apart, when life can resume as normal. And I think he captures this specific time so well when he sings about the dogwoods and how normally this time of year they'd be blooming.
It's usually about the time that I feel most alive.
But this year is different, and we're separated, and things aren't how they're supposed to be. There's definitely some sort of awkwardness and weirdness in the line, I can't wait till we're not 6 feet apart, but that's also what I think makes this song special. It goes there, and it's that one dose of specificity that will simultaneously make this song not age well and age super well as this beautiful little time capsule of how we were all feeling. Production-wise, I definitely wish the song had a little bit lighter of a touch, and you could feel the kind of rawness of Luke Combs' voice a little bit more, but on the whole, I think it's captured really beautifully. I'm giving this song a yeehaw because I think this is how we all freaking feel. We all want to see people, we all want to hug each other, we all want community, and that's what this song captures so beautifully. I legit kind of teared up when I first heard it. Next up is Lady by Brett Young.
Hope you look just like your mama and love her like I do.
Brett Young is one of the kings of boyfriend country, and that definitely continues with his new song, Lady, which is not just a love letter to his wife, it's also a love letter to his daughter, who he wants to look up to his wife. This is a very sweet song of a doting dad looking at his daughter and saying, you know, I want the best for you, and you can always run to daddy, but if you look to your mom, then you'll learn how to be a lady. And yet that same sweetness, I think, is going to cause a lot of rebellion in a girl that is told this over and over again, to be just like her mom. Being the older brother of two sisters, I know there's a rebellious phase, and I think it's coming in hot. This song, sonically, is the exact sound that I'm so tired of on country radio, piano, ballad, big overtones on the chorus, but it's not filled with snap tracks or something. I think Brett Young has been veering into way better production as his career has gone on, and I enjoy that. Sometimes people from this channel send me a picture of a certain candle at Walmart that's just called Country Vanilla, and I would say that's a pretty good description of the sound and vibe of this song. I don't hate it, it's just a yee. Next up is the new song Small Town Hypocrite by Caylee Hammack.
The ship was a ship that sailed when I chose you and Daddy gave me hell.
This song is an absolute stunner about a regrettable relationship of two old flames in a small town that really shouldn't have been together. And now Caylee Hammack is standing there looking back at her life and wondering where the time went and how did I get here and why am I alone and why is time moving so fast and why are you with this woman and have kids with her. Caylee Hammack has a huge voice, and I would say the production on her last single, Family Tree, kind of hid that, but it's way more of a vocal showcase now. I think this song is beautiful and it's got awesome lines in here. Let me read a couple. I found a boy who was a stranger to at a one-horse town at a stable for two. Woo! You know how people usually say a table for two, but now we're in a one-horse town and it's a stable for two? Love it. It's all smart. It's smart writing here. This song is gorgeous and I hope it takes off and it's getting a big yeehaw. Then we've got the new song from Walker Hayes, Trash My Heart.
Wanna trash my heart like a hotel room. Use my love.
Now, Walker Hayes hasn't really had a big hit since You Broke Up With Me, which was a giant smash, but sometimes I feel dumb including him in these videos because I'm like, is he still relevant? I generally am not liking what he puts out. I don't want to just keep trashing someone over and over again. So instead of me doing it, I will just let him describe this song. And this is from a Radio Disney interview that he did recently.
What's up, y'all? Walker Hayes here, and I have a new single, and it's called Trash My Heart. This song is all about fun, having a good time, positive feelings, nothing but bops, good beats, and that's all I focused on, really. You know, usually I'm a guy who likes to get deep, introspective, talk about emotions, etc. This song, I wanted every line to just make you smile. I didn't want anybody to get hung up on lines. I wanted you just to continue to flow with the vibe of the song. And every line matters to me, even though it's on the lighter side of things. And yeah, I hope people just want to press rewind. This song is about how it makes me feel. And it was a party to write, so I hope it's a party to listen to. But y'all go give it a listen.
Now, I don't know about you, but I watched that and I think that is a pretty glaring non-endorsement for this song and almost an apology for its lack of substance. I don't know. I don't feel like it's a bop. I give it a big yee nah. Then let's talk about the new song from Hardy called Boots.
I woke up in my boots this morning.
This is a super interesting song that at first listen reminded me of everyone from like Wetzel to Daughtry a little bit. It's got a really hard rock edge with a real powerful and choppy guitar to it that makes this have a certain punk energy. And in this song, I think Hardy's playing with the idea of these boots were made for walking. Like he knows that his relationship is over, so he slept in his boots and he woke up in his boots because he knows he's gonna walk out. He went and got drunk and he still has his boots on because this girl's gonna be pissed at him, the relationship's over, and so he's ready to leave in the morning. I really do think this is sort of a more mainstream version of what Wetzel does, and similarly it doesn't really remind me that much of country music, but it definitely feels super different. This feels like a unique lane that no one in the mainstream is really doing. I think it's a well-written song. I enjoy Hardy, and I'm surprised I enjoy Hardy, to be honest. I didn't think I would be such a fan of him, but I just think what he's doing is pretty darn cool. The production of the song constantly is switching it up and kind of keeping me guessing, and so I'm kind of into it. I'm giving it a light yee-haw. Then we have Cool Again by Kane Brown.
'Cause I just wanna be cool again, cool again, cool again.
This is a song made for sorority spring break, screaming about vodka sodas with limes and tons of tousled hair and sex. The chorus keeps saying, I want to be cool again, but we're not really ever given what went wrong in the relationship, or maybe they're just separated, but cool again would imply there needs to be some sort of reconciliation, but it's not a fleshed out song. It's a big pop song. I'm just giving it a yee-nah. And here's an appropriate follow-up. Let's talk about Country Doesn't Sound the Same by John Baumann.
The country doesn't sound the same.
John Bowman, you might know him from the Panhandlers, you might know him from writing the song Gulf Moon for Kenny Chesney. I absolutely love his songwriting, and he's putting out a whole album very soon. He's released 2 songs from it. They're both gorgeous. Country Doesn't Sound the Same. It's very slow, very simple, very introspective, and it's thinking about how the country isn't kind of the same as it used to be. It's kind of ignored. That's a theme on the Panhandlers record. And also, the sounds of country music have really veered from what they once were and what they used to represent. It's gorgeous, but it's also a little boring if I'm being honest, so I'll give it a light yee-haw. Then we have the new song from Ingrid Anderson. It's called The Stranger. I was really excited when this was announced as the next single from Ingrid Anderson's album, not because it's some especially country song. Nothing Ingrid Anderson does is especially country, but because it's gorgeous. This is Ingrid Anderson yearning for the spark back in a relationship. It's wondering, can we go back to just pretending we're strangers and find that new wonder of new love again? Just like More Hearts Than Mine, I think this is a really unique window into a relationship. It really isolates you in a place and time. She has such a gorgeous tone in her voice that I think it's really suited to relationship songs like this. Still, I would say it's more of like an adult contemporary pop song, but I'll give it a light yee-haw. And then finally, I want to conclude with a guy named Larry Fleet and his new song, Where I Find God.
From a bar stool to the living room, Sunday morning.
Now, Larry Fleet is someone that you guys have been blowing up my DMs about. As soon as you guys hear with this song, Where I Find God, everyone messages me and they're like, dude, you should cover this dude, Larry Fleet. He certainly has the appearance of maybe a next Chris Stapleton. He's a bigger guy, huge beard, and a big voice. Chris Stapleton's writing, I would say, is a lot more incisive, whereas Larry Fleet, I think, relies on a kind of checklistier model. It's definitely more mainstream, but it's still pretty dang appealing. If this were the sound of country music, it would be hard to complain.
But it sounds like a hymn to me.
This song is almost the companion to Maren Morris's My Church, where she found church and she found God in country music. He's finding it out in the country. I'm not going to sit here saying that a song about driving a truck out in the country and that being profound is some kind of brand new territory lyrically, but it's delivered convincingly, and so I think that elevates it above some of the cliches. I'll give it a light yee-haw. So that's it for me. Let me know your thoughts on these songs, and we'll be back to talk about more music, always. We're always talking about country music here. Bye, guys.